Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us for the penultimate episode of the series, our final big show before we go to Wrestlemania and hopefully have a spectacular card. I've got faith that we will. It's quite a stacked card tonight, but Mania we're going to go all out and I'm really going to push for what could potentially be the greatest show ever. So a year ago in this save we get a 77 rating and we get 47,000 in attendance. We are down in the Baltimore Stadium again, so it will be a lesser crowd than previous shows, but that is because the wrestling industry started to decline a little bit, so not as many fans in attendance, so that's a shame that Mania won't draw our biggest crowd. But overall, I'm still confident we can have a very good show here, certainly better than last year's, and really put ourselves in a good position for Wrestlemania. So as always, if you want to get social, you know what to do. If you want to buy the game, etc., links are all in the description below. Great place to get mods as well as in there. Let's crack on with it. This is the final big show at the end of a month before next month's Wrestlemania. There's your card. See a few new faces there. And we start the show with a hype sports entertainment angle. We have our main event guys basically having words with each other, deciding, to try and get in each other's head who's going to walk away as the WWF champion. So Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard trade words in the ring in a sports entertainment angle. 57, not great, but anything with Flair on the mic, bizarrely, doesn't seem to be taking off. So it is what it is, but I'm sure these two are going to deliver in what should be a blockbuster main event. First match of the evening saw Juno Hernandez take on Mike Rotundo, and he defeated him in 13:09 while using the ropes for leverage. So good to get someone like Mike Rotundo in. A 73 rated matchup. Juno's been someone we've been invested in from the start, so he gets to win and he gets the crowd a wee bit hotter. He cuts a promo after the match and he basically says, King of the Ring winner. He's putting out a challenge. Whoever wins tonight's match for the Intercontinental Champion, he will see them at WrestleMania because he wants to win his championship back. So a 65 for Juno's promo. Benefits from the hot catchphrase, and it got the crowd hotter as well. Next up, in a sensational match. This actually never expected to happen, so delighted with it. We had a superb matchup that saw Dusty Rhodes defeat Sergeant Slaughter in 14:03 with the bionic elbow, and 91 is incredible. 87 plays a 78. I just wanted to give these two guys a match against each other, but I think we might see a WrestleMania rematch as we possibly put together the greatest card ever. But a good win for Dusty. Probably need a bit of momentum, and Sarge just being villainous in the match. Well, this is a show for grades that I didn't quite expect. But we had the rematch for the IC title, and it was a superb matchup that saw Tommy Rich defeat Larry Zbyszko in 1836 with a pile driver. Tommy Rich makes defence number 1 of the IC title. He's obviously just won it, but two fantastic combatants, and they put together a great match. Unfortunately, this show is judged 90% on the main event, so if the main event flops, the show flops. We also now have Ted DiBiase, so because of the model I've adapted, once any wrestlers became available from Georgia Championship Wrestling, we've just stole them. We've got the money, we can pay the big money now, so we have the overly stacked roster. So the $1 Million Man is in the World Wrestling Federation. His match was against Curt Hennig, another superb matchup, and Ted DiBiase picks up the win in 13:49. 81 rated matchup here, but again, just really looking towards burying Curt Hennig because the wrestling world has been turned against them by Andre the Giant. We have a promo from the Hulkster. He's getting ready for tonight's match. Only a 79, which is a bit disappointing. Hulkster's promos have dropped a wee bit. He was repping 91s at one point. But he is involved in the tag match as Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan going for the tag team championships against the champions Dino Bravo and Greg Valentine. In a superb matchup, Andre and Hulk do pick up the win over Dino Bravo and Greg Valentine. but it is in 1504 when Dino Bravo got disqualified by fighting Hulk Hogan. So the two baby faces get the big win. The two heels get a massive spotlight, a big matchup for them, and they keep their championships despite losing. So I thought it works for everybody. And the fact we get a 92 rating is perfect, but really delighted with these two together. And Andre and the Hulkster don't pick up any championship belts tonight. And in our main event, about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Ric Flair defeats Tully Blanchard in 29:47 by pinfall, as Ric Flair makes the 5th defence of the World Heavyweight title. 86, two good performances in 84 and 81, and obviously the Nature Boy was going to keep the title to go to Wrestlemania. After the matchup, Hulk Hogan comes down and he offers his hand as a sign of respect to Ric Flair, but Ric Flair refuses the handshake and he walks off because Ric Flair has turned heel to great success, and after it, Hulk Hogan gets beaten down by Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard. We have our match set for WrestleMania. It was so obvious I was going to build towards it. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, WWF Championship. Cannot wait. That is one I am really looking forward to. So overall, a very solid 85 rating. Show increased popularity in 4 regions because we're fairly over in most places. And as we go back to our main screen, just to say by the way, 4 light blue matches, 3 matches in the 90s, which is good. I'll confirm 3 matches at this moment in time for WrestleMania 1. You will see, barring any injuries, Hulk Hogan challenging for the World Wrestling Federation Championship against Ric Flair. You'll also see Andre the Giant take on Bruiser Brody in what should be an incredible brawl. And last but not least, announced so far will be the Intercontinental matchup between Tommy Rich defending against Juno Bravo. That's just the start of it. What a card it's going to be. Is Kurt Hennig gets a 75% increase. We were going to bring Shiki back, but that's fine, I don't really need them. And overall, 1.48 pay-per-view buys, but we're doing well. Financially, we're going to obviously take a hit in miscellaneous and tax, but still should be looking, maybe even pushing 3 million profit. In fact, I doubt it actually when you add in ticket sales are a wee bit down because of the lesser crowd at the pay-per-view. Size-wise, we're pretty good across the board. We're healthy. We did lose a few shows where we lost pop. That was because of the production values of another company, so I just maxed everything out because of our financial situation. But overall, I'm confident. I feel we can have a good WrestleMania and a good sign-off to a spectacular show. That show you just witnessed had 9 incidents before the show started. So every show is getting between 6 and 9 incidents. Morale just gets decimated, so I feel it'll be a good place to end it at WrestleMania, and hopefully it'll be a very good show. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are looking forward to WrestleMania next week, and let's hope we can really push the boat out here with something spectacular. So thanks again, take it easy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.